For our group, we will be discussing the cloning of endangered species through interspecies nuclear transfer. At the moment, there are current methods of preserving genetic diversity through captive propaganda programs, but these programs do have their limitations, including a limited physical space for the animals and general reproductive failure. Therefore, researchers have discovered a method to restore and rescue those endangered species, again called interspecies nuclear transfer, which successfully clones a species with normal karyotypic and phenotypic development through attachment in the late stages of fetal growth with differentiation into complex organs and tissues. As for the future directions of this research, as cloning methods and technology improve in the future, humans will undoubtedly save endangered and threatened species through interspecies nuclear transfer. Also, if cloning technology continues to advance, humans could also revive previously extinct species such as the dodo bird, the Tasmanian tiger, and Steller sea cow.
Cloning has been a controversial topic ever since the first cloned sheep, Dolly, was born. The rate at which species go extinct is rapidly increasing every day, but cloning could help make extinction extinct. First of all, it is in humans' best interest to preserve these animals because of their possible impact on ecosystems, biodiversity, and possibly medicine. Due to cloning, if any laboratory test is done on an animal, say a rat, it will be standardized and fixed for rats with the same genetic features. This will also lead to better results and accuracy in predicting the outcome of any medicine or drug. But on the other hand, cloning will have a high cost of research and whopping amount of money spent on the cloning process, which makes it a very expensive procedure. There is also a frightening fact of animal cloning that people will have bad intentions and they will use the animal and human cloning as a weapon to wipe out peace and humanity. There is limited amount of animals that can be performed on at the moment. The current state of knowledge is that the possible perform and interspecies nuclear transform on mammals and birds. The success rate of transplant nuclei is about 2%. Of transplant nuclei, 12% of oocytes develop to the blastocyte stage, and of these embryos, only 18% developed into the fetal stage. Today, our knowledge on cloning, there is no other more efficient way to clone an animal that will be able to survive to adulthood and reproduce.
While making research, I have gathered that there are not many ethical controversies when it comes to the cloning of animals. The reason being because it is the safest way by far to reproduce a species without risking the health of the animal. Although cloning is a safe way of reproduction, there are still certain risks that the animals might encounter, such as pregnancy losses, sickness and death of newborns, and etc. Additional controversies would be the genetic variation of a species, whether or not humans should ensure the survival of one species but not the other. This meaning that cloning may in fact increase genetic variation because a major purpose of cloning is to find the superior competitor. And this will basically conclude my presentation and part of the video.